Another big loss for the New England Patriots today, again fueling talk that the Bill Belichick era with the team could soon be coming to an end. By the way, today's loss was at Foxborough in the cold with wind and blowing snow. New York Jets 17, New England 3, a miserable game all around. Post-game, Belichick faced even more misery from the press.
Coming off the field today, did you have any different feelings about the end of today coming off that field?
Disappointed about the way the game turned out, sure. Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Do you expect to be coaching the team here next year?
It's disappointing the way the game finished, yeah.
Bill, is it your preference to come back next season and coach the team?
Yeah, so I just finished the game here with the Jets, put everything I had into it, and I'm disappointed in the results.
Bleacher Report's Morgan Moriarty is here. She joins us now. I mean, I don't know if anybody does deadpan better than Bill Belichick. I mean, the way he responded to all that reminded me of that old viral video of him saying, "On to Cincinnati, we're on to Cincinnati." Forgive me if I'm dating myself with that reference there. But this does look like the end.
Yeah, and it's shocking to imagine Bill Belichick not on New England's sideline, right? He's been there for years. He's won 6 Super Bowls with them. But it's obvious that this isn't the same franchise that it has been since pretty much Tom Brady left. And Patriots owner Robert Kraft does know that. So he's obviously going to have to make a decision on Belichick. He hasn't really said anything publicly regarding his future in New England as the head coach. I wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if he moves on from him. But it's fascinating to consider the fact that a 6-time Super Bowl winner could be booted out of his job at the end of this season.
Yeah, and lots of rumors around where Bill Belichick could land next. I mean, I've even heard Washington mentioned. I mean, Ron Rivera's team is on their way to losing another big defeat to the Cowboys as we speak. And it sounds as though he could be out soon. So the coaching carousel will be spinning pretty furiously this week. What do you think? Do we know where Belichick might end up?
I mean, the biggest question is whether or not he is done in New England. I will say with the loss to the Jets today, the Patriots secured the number 2 overall pick in the NFL draft. So Robert Kraft kind of has to decide whether or not he wants to get a franchise guy at quarterback, either Caleb Williams at USC, Drake May, maybe even a Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. from Washington. If you can get a franchise quarterback that you rebuild around, the question is, does he want Belichick to be the head coach to do that? And obviously, if Belichick does go elsewhere, any team would want to snap him up immediately. The Chargers is open. The Raiders are open right now. Carolina Panthers, the Atlanta Falcons job here might be opening in a few days. They had a bad loss to the New Orleans Saints today. So, I mean, it's pretty wild to kind of throw Belichick into that coaching carousel mix, but just depends on what the Patriots do, obviously, first.
Yeah, and just finally, very quickly, I mean, you mentioned Washington. What do you think about tomorrow night, the big college football championship, Michigan and Washington? I mean, people aren't really betting on the Huskies, but wow, they look really good in their game.
So I like Washington in this game. I think they just have to really do what they've been doing all year. Penix was phenomenal against Texas. 430 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Texas didn't register a single sack on him all game. And even when the pocket was collapsing, you saw him a couple times sidestep defenders, keep his eyes downfield. That's NFL level type stuff. And it's a reason why his stock's been slowly rising as he's been playing in these big games. I think the key will be these Washington receivers, although they're some of the most talented in the country, Roma Dunze, Jalen McMillan, Jalen Polk, Michigan's defensive backs do play the ball a lot harder and better than Texas did. That's going to be a challenge. The Wolverines are also 3rd nationally in passing efficiency defense. So it's going to be a challenge, but I like Washington in this one.
All right. We'll see about those Huskies. All right, Morgan, we'll circle back with you on that prediction. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Still ahead. What went wrong?